I have no idea.
Gee, really have no clue.
I think they're raised in battery cages.
I think they should have the most natural lifestyle possible.
I'd prefer that my chickens live a fairly normal chicken life.
Not getting eaten by a coyote is a comfortable life. Anything it gets is better than living in the wild where every night is a question of whether you're going to see the sunrise.
Chicken is one of British Columbia's favorite meats, but how are chickens raised? I'm Kelly with Chicken Squad Intelligence. It's time to see for myself. Canadians care about how their food is grown, but how do we know chicken farmers are raising birds in a humane way? I'm beginning my investigation by inviting poultry veterinarian Dr. Bill Cox to answer some questions. Thank you for meeting with me, Dr. Cox. What does proper animal care look like for chickens?
So if you think about it, chickens are a prey species. They're food for other animals like foxes and hawks, for example. So they want protection from those animals. They also want shelter from the elements such as rain and wind, and a source of food. Also, chickens are a social species, so they like to live in groups. So if we provide all of those things, we're providing good animal care.
Dr. Cox, I set up a chicken cam in one of the chicken barns, and I'd like you to have a look. What do these chickens look like to you?
So they look pretty comfortable. They're fairly well spread out. They're eating well. They're resting comfortably in the litter and stretching and pooping, and generally looking pretty good.
So who's responsible for ensuring chickens are cared for properly?
There's a number of organizations and programs for animal care in Canada. The BC Chicken Marketing Board is responsible for delivering the program here, and is audited by that board. And if you want more details, you can certainly go and talk to one of their auditors.
I think that's where I'm headed next. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Investigator Kelly.
Pleased to meet you.
How do we know chickens being raised in BC for meat are being well cared for?
Well, under Canada's supply management system, we have an animal care program and an on-farm food safety program, which is audited annually on all farms, and BC at this time is 100% certified.
What does one of these audits look like?
We attend the farms and review the farmers' records and look at the locations.
And am I able to follow you along on one of these audits?
Yes, actually, I'm just heading to one now. If you wanted to come along, that'd be great.
Yes, I would.
All right.
Thank you. So Kathy, when we get to the farm, what are you going to be looking out for?
We're looking to see the temperature and the humidity in the barn, the flooring, the bedding that the birds are on, feed and water is adequate for the birds. Overall, we're looking for the quality and comfort of the birds in the barn when they're in there, and then with the computerized systems we have now, it manages the barns very nicely, as good as any home that you and I would live in.
So Cheryl, is this farm we're headed to owned by a large corporation?
No, this farm is owned by me and my husband, and it's a family-run farm. We have 4 children that are actively involved on the farm as well.
Okay, I gotta see inside this barn. Let's go. So what does the term biosecurity mean?
What it is it's a series of processes we go through to ensure and protect our chickens on the farm, such as your boots, for example. When we go inside the barn, we'll spray them and disinfect them. Then we go to another stage and we'll gown up. It's to protect and keep our birds safe and healthy from disease and transmission. Here they are.
Well, we'll come in here and check the birds at least twice a day. We'll check the temperature right away. There's basically 3 things that I'm looking for. So I'm making sure that my fans are working. Then I'm also looking at the water to make sure that they have water and that there's feed in the feed pen so that all those 3 hoppers over there are full of feed.
These little things here, they're nipple water drinkers. And what happens is the chickens, right from early age, and if you look at the side, you can see them drinking over there, they learn to come and peck it.
I do love birds and I love animals. It's just the right fit for me and Dave.
Time to conclude the investigation. Here's what I've learned. Chicken farmers in Canada follow a strict animal care and food safety regime so that chickens live comfortable and healthy chicken lives. Third-party inspectors conduct regular on-site audits and strictly enforce Canada's high standards. BC chicken farmers take pride in providing us with a safe and steady supply of fresh local chicken. There are a lot of myths and misconceptions. When you have a question about chicken in BC, ask Chicken Squad Intelligence to investigate. Visit us at chickensquad.ca or reach out to us on Twitter at BC Chicken Squad. I'll be waiting for your questions.